Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about my task tool matrix. I'm a middle school science teacher, and so a lot of my tools are geared towards that. However, some of the tools that I added were tools that I didn't want to forget about and that I might want to refer to in the future if I ever move grade levels. So some of my assistive technology tools that I found for reading were specifically text-to-speech apps like Voice Stream Recorder and iBooks, different kinds of apps that can electronically read to my students. Also, there are some great Google extensions like Google Read and Write and Fluency Tutor for Google. But one thing that I found really great and simple is just changing settings on the iPads, like the window zoom and using the colored filters. A low-tech tool would be just the normal colored overlays as they're reading, but I thought this was a great tool and was excited to learn about it. Also, there are many great resources for assistive technology with writing. There are great apps. I have a lot of students that have dyslexia, and so I was interested in finding the dyslexia keyboard and sentence builder app, even the voice dream writer for students to be able to have voice to text. Also, there's some really great apps to annotate, like Notability. You can do a lot of things in that, as well as different graphic organizer tools like Poplet. There are some really great writing tools, and this is just scratching the surface, but for my class, these are some that I see as being very practical for my students. For math, I focused on a lot of different number sense tools. ALEKS is a tool that can help build in with the gaps from maybe foundational years that were not strong for students in math, and so it's a program that can provide that. Also, manipulatives, both virtual and the good old cubes like you see in the picture here, and other math manipulatives are very beneficial. Other number sense apps are like the 24 app, where we can just help students get a good sense of what number sense is, what numbers are, and that will help build their foundation for the future and help to fill in those gaps that they might have. In addition to that, we have different graphing programs and just down to the graph paper for having students extra support with math. In science and social studies, I found a lot of great apps for taking notes, but also WebReader and different virtual simulations, which are beneficial in both history and science especially. I definitely have great use for Google Expedition and virtual field trips for both of these content areas, and it can take that understanding to the next level for students who maybe wouldn't be able to grasp that content as well, but provides great engagement for all students. And finally, I just have some different tools for life skills and organization. This will help with social skills as well, but I put it under life skills to just be more general. The calendar app, but also using a planner. That's a tool to help students with organization. The reminders app, and other apps to help them stay focused and use their time well. The Stay Focused app or extension for Google is really beneficial for students to help keep them accountable so they can't go to websites that would be tempting for them. That would even be beneficial for a lot of adults and high schoolers beyond just what I'm teaching. So these are some of the assistive technology tools that I found beneficial for my content area and my students. And I know there are so many more. This is just scratching the surface.